Hello, this video is intended to give you an introductory tour to the Therese Digital Academy Algebra 2 course. When you get to the home page, you will see a menu on your left that you can navigate to discussions, assignments, announcements, and so forth. Also, there are several buttons here that you can use to get to some of those things, including the modules by which the course is organized, and also the information about the chapters, ordering your textbook, resources, etc. So let's take a quick tour. The module page has course overview and links to resources pages and each chapter's overview. Then when you get into modules 1 through 30, you will find 5 days worth of material for each module, and you'll link to the different lessons, quizzes, reviews, and so forth as you use that. When you're on the resource page, you'll be able to access graph paper, a link to Desmos Calculator, the IXL membership. I'll be describing Desmos in a little bit more detail shortly. Also, there's a link to a reference sheet, which gives you formulas, vocabulary, theorems, measurements, different patterns and properties, so that can be handy to print out and refer to. There's a link to the 4-step approach to problem solving, which if you've taken the other courses preceding Algebra 2 through St. Therese, you've seen this before. Obviously the template does not have enough room to show all of your work, but it does give you the steps that you will follow to submit your work when it's called a problem solving. In Desmos Calculator, this is a wonderful free graphing tool. It's available online. It's also available as an app to a handheld device like a phone, but unfortunately you cannot use it at the SATs, ACTs, or AP tests at this point in time. But you can graph functions. You can also graph relations such as a circle, which is not a function. You can look at points of intersection and so forth. So we'll be making use of this tool to understand a number of concepts. In the outline by chapter, you'll see that we're going to cover 10 chapters of the textbook. There are 11 chapters in the book. We'll be replacing the last section of chapter 10 with a section from chapter 11. We'll cover 150 school days, so you can see the total days on each chapter, which includes the assessments, plus the days for the review and mid-year exam after chapter 5 and the final exam after chapter 10. For each chapter, there's an overview that will describe each day what lessons you're working on and how that falls into the different modules. A lesson will be set up to show you the title, the objectives of the day, a diagram that is related in some way to the content, a particular problem, or sometimes a humorous picture or comic of the day. So in the lesson you will be referred to the textbook and which pages to go to for explorations, for reading material, and so forth. When you read a math textbook, you read it differently than you might read a novel. So you want to read slowly, look for new symbols and vocabulary, examples with steps shown, some side notes. You may need to read it more than once. Along with the reading, each of these lessons has a video lesson prepared by another teacher using this textbook, and the teachers vary a bit depending upon the time of year and the sections and who recorded it. But we'll start off with some videos that are from Mark Kwong, and then later in the year he quit doing these and there'll be other videos, but that will also give you an overview. So if you prefer to read, you can do so. If you prefer to watch a video, you can do so. Some combination of that will usually be your best bet. Also, there will be videos on how to use the graphing calculator, Desmos, or the TI-83 or 84 Plus family. Each page will contain some key information. These are things that would be best for you to write down in your notes for easy reference later. There will be the assignments, which may include exercises from the book, discussion questions, and problem-solving exercises. And each page also includes an optional additional instruction, practice, or challenge problems. This will include links out to the Big Ideas Math, extra examples for each chapter. The monitoring progress problems are in the chapter following each example, And here's a place where you can check answers if you try those. There will be challenge problems and additional videos and practice problems that you may go to as needed. So this whole section here you would come to if you were having questions, wanted additional examples or instruction on the topics. The bottom of each page you can go back to the previous lesson or forward to the next lesson. Let's just take another look at another lesson page. You'll see that they are designed in similar manners with the title, objectives, a diagram, lesson information, including some videos, sometimes some animation videos. This one jumps out to GeoGebra, which is another cool free tool we'll look at in a moment. But continuing down, there's key information, assignments, and optional practice and instruction and challenge work. Let's go to that GeoGebra. Here is a little video that shows an animation of how to use the focus and the directrix to draw a parabola. You'll get more information about that in lesson 2.3. When it's time to do an assignment, if you click on that link, it will bring you to an assignment page that will describe the page and exercise numbers. Remember that odd answers are in the back of the book. There's also a solutions guide for some of the problems, and we'll take a look at that. If I click on here, you would select Bridge to Success, Algebra 2, the chapter, section, and exercise you wanted to view, and it will give you a full description of the solution, not just the final answer to the problem. So if you get stuck on an exercise, this is a good place to look for help. Also, if you need an extra example, you can go to this link, and again, Bridge to Success, Algebra 2, put in your chapter, the example you want to see, and when you click View, a video will come up.
Write an equation of the parabola shown, because the directrix is
okay, and you'll get that extra explanation. The IXL site is a membership site, but if you use it a lot, you might want to do that. If you use it only occasionally, they do allow a few free practice problems every day, and those links can be found in the extra practice. And just a reminder, if you get stuck on things, you have help boards that students can talk to each other. You can post a thread that may have something to do with understanding a vocabulary word, a concept, an example, an assignment question. Just keep in mind that if you're answering someone else's question, be sure that you are clarifying what they are looking for and not solving it for them, but help them to understand what it is. So offer hints and suggestions, and we all learn better by helping each other. So please make use of that discussion board. And if you find any typos or broken links in any of the lessons, so you may be reading through and maybe this doesn't work at this point, something like that, please let the teacher know, and we'll try to fix those typos or broken links as soon as we can. If you have any other questions or concerns, do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you.